I love you.
Next stop, Iowa?
I'm looking forward to many spirited debates with you on the trail.
Don't plan on seeing me out there anytime soon.
If I didn't know you better, I'd say you weren't running.
I'm not. Not in the way you are. For you, next year is about campaigning to be president. I'm not going to campaign. For me, next year is about being president. You know, someone once told me that the only reason to want to be president is for the power. And you know what? He was right. And that's what I have to do for as long as I hold this office. Exercise that power.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Speaker of the House, Nathan Templeton.
Ma'am, good news out of Illinois.
Ladies and gentlemen,
just thought you would want to know.
President of the United States.
You know, I'm sure that every leader worth his salt would answer your question with high noon. But I'm a Bogart man. I have great admiration.
More of an Ingrid Bergman man, if you ask me.
It's nuance that I love, and that's what Casablanca is chock full of. I mean, just look at the moral complexity of the characters. Nothing's all good, nothing's all evil. Redemption is everywhere. Forgiveness, understanding, and ultimately, the attraction of opposites. You know, it's like Rick says at the end of the movie, Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Mr. Speaker, I wonder if your appreciation for that film has anything to do with the fact that Casablanca translates to White House.
They're looking at you, kid.
Mr. Templeton, I was wondering what made you declare your candidacy this morning?
It was spontaneous. You remember Steve McQueen in that movie saying that he had this uncle who used to once a year run buck naked out of the house and jump into a cactus patch, and the family'd all run out after him yelling, "Uncle, Uncle, what did you do that for?" And every year he'd give the same answer. He'd say, "Seemed like a good idea at the time." Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time for me to tell the American people that they had a choice. Me. Yes, ma'am.
A lot has been made about the push to pass the ERA, but isn't it obsolete?
Well, I mean, that's really for you to decide, ma'am. Not me, but I think the lady to my right is evidence that it is.
What was your name?
Olivia?
Olivia. You ask a valid question, but the Equal Rights Amendment is not for the first female president. It's for the girl who wants equal opportunity in school. It's for the single mother who can't get a mortgage or a small business loan, for the woman who faces harassment in her office and violence in her home. The ERA isn't going to solve all of these problems, but it will help. Moments ago, the Illinois General Assembly ratified the ERA. The amendment has now been ratified by 36 states. A lot of people think the ERA was introduced in the 70s, but in fact, Alice Paul first wrote the amendment in 1923. Women had just won the right to vote, and detractors told her, well, the battle for equality is over. But Alice Paul fought on. She liked to quote an adage that she'd learned from her mother, a farmer. When you put your hand to the plow, you can't put it down until you get to the end of the row. And so, like Alice Paul and so many others before her who have fought for equality, tonight we take one step forward. And know this, we will fight on, and we will take one more step, and then one more. Because there is too much work left to do. There is too much unfinished business. We will keep our hands to the plow because I ask you, if not us, who? If not now, when?